Hey everyone, good morning to you, and welcome to this week's weekly market scan with Mind Money Method. It's the 20th of July, and as we always do, we always start off with the dollar index just to see what's happening with the dollar strength and the dollar index. And I said actually dollar strength, but that's because it has been dollar strength over the last week. I mean, if we look at this chart, the daily chart of the dollar index, if you will recall last week, I did say that the dollar index was looking, we had a technical uptrend. It was multiple time frames in agreement, and the dollar index, the dollar did look to be strengthening, and it looked to be obviously I didn't have a crystal ball, but using the indicators and what we do at My Money Method to give us the highest probability trades, I used all of that ingredients, and I did say that I was expecting the dollar index to keep with its uptrend. And if you can look at this, I mean, bang, 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 3-4. The whole of last week, we had great dollar strength. And once again, we're back to a level here, to this 9800 level. You can see it's kind of been a level over here where potentially was resistance, but it has broken through that right now. And I will be looking to see what's going to happen with the market, to see if it does bounce off this level and continue. The signs are looking strong. If we go to the weekly over here, it's really at this level over here. It's forming a small bullish candle. The upside is looking potentially to carry on up to even up to the 10,000 mark. So dollar is looking strong. It's still looking bullish, and looking at this. We go to the monthly. Really, what we had is a strong uptrend from really over the last year or so, and then we came to a period of really kind of a pullback into the moving averages, and now we're looking bullish again, and we're looking strong bullish candle for the month of July. So indicators are telling me that the dollar itself, dollar index, is still looking strong. It's still looking to the bullish side, and the market's definitely looking upwards. So my continuous views on that is dollar index strength continuation, but we are at a level here, and I'm going to be monitoring this 9800 mark and to see what's going on with that. If we go and look at some of the other currencies to the dollar, let's go and take a look at the Aussie dollar to the US dollar, kind of in congruence with what's taking place with the dollar index, dollar strength. The Aussie dollar is been losing value against the US dollar, and that kind of shows what we're seeing on the dollar index. However, there were some. It's definitely the Aussie dollar has been losing strength against other currencies as well. So I've always mentioned that just because the dollar index is strong, it doesn't mean to say that the other markets will be naturally weaker against it. That's not the case always. And I could probably show me, but in this case for the Aussie dollar, it is, and we've got, look at the monthly, we got downtrend over here, continuous downtrend. We've got it on the weekly, the monthly, the daily. So we've got multiple time frames in agreement. Our indicators are showing us the same. So we're looking that the Australian dollar will continue to lose strength against the US dollar. But looking at another currency now, cable, if we go to the British pound to the US dollar, we can actually see that in this instance, we know that the dollar index is looking strong. But if I have to look at this at a technical point of view, we've got a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then another higher high formed by another higher low, and now we're in a period where it's just formed back. But really, overall, the British pound in its own right has been quite a strong currency and has been forming, strength against the US dollar. So although we've got dollar index strength and dollar strength, the British pound in itself, in its own currency, we've got an uptrend over here. Now what I will be looking is it's pulled back potentially. I'll be monitoring this and stalking this, there's no doubt about that. But potentially that it's had a pullback into the moving averages. Potentially I'll be looking to see obviously, if we do start forming a bullish candle, if it breaks the high of these candles here, potentially signs are for the British pound to keep strengthening against the US dollar. So this is a market that I am looking at, and I'm seeing what's happening. There's definitely no trade for me at all looking at these time frames, but from a stalking perspective, I'm looking to see, if we do break the highs of these candles over here, that will definitely confirm to me that we're continuing an uptrend for the British pound. Obviously, if we start falling back down here, that will null my thoughts, but that's why we stalk these markets. We don't just put in trades. We make sure it ticks all our tick boxes and checklists, and that we're happy with what we see. So if we move on to another over here, let's go look at the let's go look at the Kiwi dollar to the US dollar. Now we have, and I said we've got a video that's about to come out on this, and we do, and it should be coming out this week or next week. The whole trade, or what we took about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, I made a call on this saying, I loved the charts, I loved what I was seeing, and there was definitely a selling opportunity into this market, which it was, and we landed up being in the trade for about 8 or 9 days, and we've got the full capture of that. So please have a look out for this. But once again, the Kiwi dollar is continuous, it's losing strength. Now, if we go look at the monthly chart, I mean, we've got nothing really. Yes, it's a bit overextended from the moving averages, so I do take that into consideration. However, from a point of a resistance or support level in the way, we really, this could fall all the way down to 0.5. So there's still some gap for it to continue its decline, and with that, there's always opportunities in the market. That's really it for today in terms of the currencies, the spot currencies. Not much to say. They are on the gold and commodities. If we go look at some of the Brent crude, I mean, we've had some strong sell-off, and that's something to keep an eye out, and potentially that oil is going to be continuing its decline. It's looking to me, it's on the bearish, and it's looking bearish in terms of the Brent crude market. Spot silver, that's been pretty much so doing the same thing. We've had a strong downtrend, and it's potentially looking, although we're reaching a level here, if I look at the weekly, we're looking at a level over here, if I draw that in at about the 1.400, 1.43, there and thereabout. So you can see it's coming to a big number of 1.400. So I'll be looking to see what's going to happen with that. But if it breaks that, I mean, potentially we've on silver to continue its decline as well. So from a spot silver point of view, that market's looking quite bearish. And last one, if we go look at the cash market, one of the cash markets, we go look at we'll look at how strong the indices, the cash markets of the Nasdaq is, and if we go look, should I say the Dow Jones? If we go look at the Dow Jones, it's massive strength, and it's now popped up. It's breaking away from the moving averages, but really the Dow's got past the 1800 mark. Although it's a messy chart, isn't it? I mean, it's nothing that excites me at all. It's just that there is definitely, the Dow's been extremely strong, and that would be in congruence with what potentially can be taking place with the S&P 500. Same thing over here, the Dow and the S&P 500, strong upsell. So the markets have just been on kind of steroids in terms of the cash markets, and there's always potentially money to be made in those too. But I personally don't like the charts. There's no optimal chart structure whatsoever. So on the daily, it's not something I'll be looking to trade at all. It doesn't float my boat. I like my charts to be neat, tidy. I like to be able to see what's going on. And there's a lot more to it, which once again, it's covered in all our courses with the Mind Money method, enabling you to become a professional retail trader from home and making money like we do. So, folks, that's this week's weekly scan. And I wish you all the best and happy trading. And I want to just let you know, once again, as a reminder, we have a free course on our homepage, and it's a free course for all traders. There's a lot of information out there in the market, and we've taken what we believe is the right information and put it into a free course for you. So that's something, if you're looking to get into trading, or if you may have been involved for a year or two and you're still kind of confused about it, guys, go and have a look, ladies and gents, go and have a look at our free trading course and sign up. It's for free, and there's no obligations or anything, and we just want to give our bit back into the markets and to show you people who are interested that we can help you. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. I mean, anyone who tells you that, they're lying, as far as I'm concerned, and I will use those harsh words. It's about doing it and building a business and doing it properly and understanding it and learning the mechanics and then the psychology, and all these things combined will make you into a good trader. So it's enough said. That's week's market scan. Folks, I wish you all the best. Happy trading, and good luck. And if we can help you with anything, please get in touch with us through our info email, and you can get through to us on our website, and we look forward to speaking to anyone who is interested. Happy trading all. Have a great week. Cheers. Bye-bye.